Good morning, church, and welcome back to Gimme 3 Minutes. This morning, I want to dive into Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. And it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." Now, as I look at that verse, the main thing that stands out to me is trust in the Lord with all your heart. Because, church, if I'm honest this morning, and I'm totally transparent this morning, I still struggle with trusting in the Lord with all my heart. I'm not there yet, and I know that, right? There's been moments in my life when I've had struggles of trusting God. And I believe every Christian has those moments when we say, "Why, God? Whatever's going on." And this morning I want you to know that I want to trust Him. I need to trust Him, but sometimes worry and self-doubt creep in. Right? Sometimes the devil puts those worries and self-doubts in our minds, and they creep in and they mess with us. And let's just be honest this morning. I believe that happens a lot more times than we want to admit. Right? We want to trust God. We need to, but sometimes it's difficult. Like, let's be honest. If you can't do what you need to do, sometimes it's hard to trust God. Right? Some of you might be in a relationship and you're like, "Where's God in this?" That makes it hard to trust. But this morning I want you to know that I'm better than I used to be, but I'm nowhere close to where I need to be. I can say this morning that I'm better than I used to be, but I'm still not where I need to be, because God is still molding and shaping me into what He wants me to be. And I know that when I'm finally a finished product, He's going to call me home. Right? And He's always pointing out things that I need to change. Right? However, even when my faith is weak, He is strong. This morning I want you to know that even when my faith is weak, He is still strong. And even when I'm faithless, He is faithful. Even when I'm faithless, He's faithful. Even whenever I question Him, He's still faithful to me and my family. And this morning I want you to know, church, that there's going to be times in your life when you struggle and you want to question things, and I'm going to tell you this morning, that's okay. Right? All the strong way I'm learning step by step. All along the way I'm learning step by step what it means to keep growing with God, to keep continuing that relationship. To surrender in the moment knows that His ways really are greater than my ways. Sometimes we need to know this morning that sometimes we got to surrender in the moment and realize that His ways truly are greater than our ways. Sometimes we like to think that our ways are better, that we can do it better. But His ways are better. And sometimes this morning, if we're honest, we've had those moments when we say, "Well, you know what? Where's God in this? Or where's God in that?" And this morning I want you to know that God is still there. He's still on His throne. He's still in control. I believe the best is yet to come. And I personally believe that if you're not dead, God's not done. And He's still going to work on you. So this morning I want to challenge you to truly trust Him in every aspect of your life. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Heavenly Father, I thank You so much for Your word. Father, I thank You for how Your word still has an impact today. Father, we thank You for sending Your Son to die for us. And Father, I pray that we can truly hear the words that You've given us this morning and implement them in our own worlds. Father, we may be struggling in some area of our life, and Father, we come to You and ask You to take that away. Father, I pray right now that somebody is tuned in this morning and they don't know You, and today will be their day of salvation. Father, we thank You for sending Your Son to die for us. All this in Your name. Amen.